I'm Hannah Connor. I'm the cafe and kitchen manager at Red Hen Baking Company. I had to look it up. I started working here in May of 2008, so 16 years. When I started, the cafe was very small. It was like a fraction of the counter we have now. And the pastry program was just starting. So it was 2 people doing pastries.
It's been amazing to see the business evolve from, when we were just a few of us around the bench forming bread to, the huge operation that we are now that they oversee.
For part of this 25th anniversary, I solicited stories from people, and the stories are just fantastic and heartwarming. I mean, Red Hen has been, in 25 years, has been part of weddings and birthdays and just every sort of like joyous occasion. It doesn't matter where I go, actually. City Market, down to the valley. I go out and do a demo. When people realize I'm from Red Hen, honestly, they often say like, why are you here? They're like, because you don't need to be doing this. Honestly, it's nice to hear that stuff. I just wish that sometimes the bakers and the pastry crew and the drivers, I wish everybody could go out and just be like overwhelmed by the love that the community has for the bakery.
We're in central Vermont. We're the capital city here of Vermont. We have 8,000 residents in Montpelier. We as a co-op have 10,000 members, so we draw from around the capital city. Red Hen is one of our primary bakers and bakery products. It's the only bakery that delivers here 7 days a week. So it's not a coincidence that they're the #1 selling bread here in the store.
I have a thing that I like to say to people here, that Red Hen is like restaurant rehabilitation. It's for people who are tired of the grind of working in a kitchen in a restaurant, and then to come bake bread is a very calming, soothing thing.
Randy George and his staff, over the years, I've known Randy for a long time. It's been, Vermont's a small community, and between the quality of his products and the quality of his customer service, his staff, it's just unsurpassed. He's the gold standard for all bakeries.
I've had a long history with Red Hen. I used to do the nutrition labels for their breads originally, but I come here frequently. I live in Montpelier, so it's easy to come to Red Hen for a creamy or for lunch or whatever we feel like having.
Oh, we stop at Red Hen every time we come to Vermont, Could be breakfast. I come up with a bunch of guys. There's a dozen of us that are all old men. We come up here to camp in June, and we always come to Red Hen for breakfast. Come for lunch too, best bread, so can't say enough about it. Love it.
The standards are so high here, like the people are so fun. I love the regular customers. Like I have friends who come in every day, that I've made here, people in the community.
Initially, the vision was to bake good bread, and that was it. But way in the back of my mind, I thought it would be pretty neat if we had a cafe that included lots of other things.
That's a piece, again, that I wouldn't have thought of as the initial startup of the bakery, but it's a beautiful gift of having community and having people have a place to come together and something to come together around, which is really exciting and really integral in who we are, what Red Hen is.
I love it. I wake up every day, I look at the production schedule, and I know exactly what my day is going to look like. I know how much bread we're going to be making. I know when my day starts, and I know when my day ends. There's really no surprises that happen. And it's a great group of people that I get to work with every day, that I get to see every day, that I get to hang out with, and have a great job with, and talk to really great people.
I'm Kearney. I'm the pastry manager here at Red Hen Baking Company. I came to know Red Hen after college. I studied baking and came back to Vermont, to my home state, and got a position here at Red Hen 11 years ago. And they fostered the beginning of my baking career and journey. And I've rejoined, and I am so glad to be a part of this community.
So here we are, it's 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, and Red Hen drivers are always here religiously in that time frame. And so you know they're getting up really early to get here, and they stock their bread, and then they're moving on. They're driving to Hanover, New Hampshire. It's amazing. And snow, rain, I don't think they've ever, even when we had the flood, I think they called to make sure that we were going to be open.
There's the old slogan of the post office, neither rain nor sleet nor dark of night, or something like that. Anyhow, that's kind of how we do it. We deliver every single day. I applied for the driving job, but they wisely gave it to Lisa. And any person you talk to was just like completely impressed by her. They're just like, man, she just comes in and she just like gets it done.
I love making bread. I love the process and the rhythm of bread making. It's kind of exciting every morning when I come in for a mix shift to look at the starters and just see how they're doing. Things change, the temperatures and, things are always slightly different, and reading that and, just seeing what's happening. I don't know that most people know it. Wheat is such an amazing, magical substance. The gluten or the protein in wheat is what makes it able to make bread. Working with that and seeing how it changes and develops is a pretty magical process. But wheat is, it's integral to bread. If you take some flour, which is just ground wheat, and you put it with some water and you mix it up, you can make like a sloppy pancake batter or like a sticky, it's just a sticky galoppy mess. And you let it sit there for half an hour, 20 minutes, half an hour, you come back and it's like, it's changed. It's like all of a sudden it's like this got structure to it. And that comes from the gluten. It's, as the gluten is hydrated, the starches are hydrating, and suddenly it starts turning into this like elastic, substance. On its own, it does that. It's a little bit like plants, you put a seed in the ground and they grow. It's that mysterious, it's like how does it know? How does it do that? But using flour and water to make bread is a little bit similar to that process for me. It's a little ineffable and you don't quite know why or how, but it's an amazing process.
Well, maybe I can be here for a second.
for hopefully or let's see. Another green goblet. That's the same. It's Sylvester's. Mi nombre es Nereida Urbina. I am from Nicaragua. I live here 8 months in Vermont. Para mí en particular, vivir aquí es una gran oportunidad, un cambio grande, pero muy bueno para mí y mis hijos. Mi país ahora no es bueno y venir a otro lugar y ser acogida con tanto cariño y respeto es muy especial para mí y me siento muy feliz. Pienso que es un lugar bueno para trabajar, primero. Luego que las personas con las que me he relacionado son amables y son respetuosas. Me gusta que todos están como esforzándose para que todo esté bien, para que todo esté a tiempo, todo esté limpio, todo esté rico. Me gusta mucho. Creo que somos en general todos, somos un buen equipo. Observo que todo el mundo está como diríamos en Nicaragua, echando para adelante, que es como trabajar duro, enfocado en que todo esté bien.
My name is Alicia Royer. I'm the lead dishwasher here at Red Hen. There's a lot of manual labor when it comes to my job, although I have all of the machines that do a lot of the work, but I'm also doing the grunt work. I feel like there's a lot of pressure on me. Even though I can do it, there's still some pressure, and I feel some pride knowing that I have an important place here. And I think that's also another reason why I like to get up in the morning and put my best foot forward to help everybody.
Oh no, the Obama one is the next one, yeah. And this is a, yeah, I know, a year and a half. Yeah, Maya was like 3, a little over 3, 3.5, yeah. That's this one,
with dough,
making
right behind
dough
you,
there.
right there.
Yeah, I mean that was when she was a little bit older than in the other picture, but not much. And this is
That's
here.
a similar time, right there.
Well,
That's
sure,
the
to this.
grand opening.
Yeah, this is only a few months. This is a few months after that.
Patrick Leahy cutting the, what is it, a 6-foot baguette?
8-foot
Oh,
baguette,
8-foot
maybe
baguette.
6.
That was like our ribbon cutting ceremony when we opened the bakery here. This is our annual holiday party. This was at Hen of the Wood in Waterbury back when they were there. And we were small enough that we could all fit there for dinner with our guests.
We can date it.
Oh, yes, I'm quite pregnant in that picture. With our second daughter.
You think?
Yes. I'm
Oh,
quite sure.
Chris and Neha were babysitting Maya.
Yep.
I remember
Yep.
now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Scott. When we first
There's a lot of
Scott
employees
Murray. He's our packer now.
People who have left and come back. There is in this photo.
Oh, yeah.
So that was and Kearney, right? Julia on her second round here, and then Kearney, of course, was gone for about 10 years. But this is when she was It was one of her first baking jobs.
Here are some of the farmers that we work with. Here's Ben Gleason, who we used to get all of our whole wheat from. He was in Bridport, Vermont, Gleason Grains. Really, really nice guy. And he got into growing wheat because he was a farmer. He raised a lot of his own food, but he also loves cookies. And he's like, well, I guess I need to grow wheat to make flour so I can make all of my food. This is a visit to Lised, going to see Loic, and with Vermont State agronomist Heather Darby. We went to see their wheat growing in the fields up in Quebec.
And we now get about 70% of our wheat from our flour, which is milled from their wheat by them. 70% of our flour is from them.
It's pretty moving to me when I look at these pictures, like seeing the picture of our original spot there, the sign, and then just flipping through all the pictures and seeing the people that have made, I mean, you can't imagine the things that you just pointed out, like all these amazing things that have happened, experiences we've had and relationships we've built and that sort of thing. But the people that have been a big part of our lives all these years, it's really moving to look through these pictures and see their faces and think of how many of them are still friends and parts of our lives, even while they're out doing running their own bakery or farming or off in other directions. It's powerful. Unfortunately, some of these people have passed on, and that's also really moving to know that we got to have time with them while they were here. And it's exciting.
Yeah.
Really, and then, there's Jeremy. He's
Yeah.
been here since pretty much the beginning.
Yeah.
It's always been such a pleasure to work for Randy and Liza. They're just amazing people to work for.
They inspire me. It's like, wow, you can start a business for this long and you can still love your business and still be happy and connect with people every day. It's just I feel like it's a bit of a superpower.
At the heart of it, we're still doing the same things, the same core products, and doing them really well. I think that's just it. We're growing as a company, but Randy's passion and his one person bakery 25 years ago is still the heart of this business, and it's pretty remarkable.
The through line with it is that Randy and Liza have always prioritized the well-being of the employees. Their goal with Red Hen is to run a business, of course, stay in business, but to make a good life and a good occupation for the employees, and then to give back to the community.
It's such a nice community. It sometimes doesn't even feel like I'm at work. It feels like I'm hanging out with my friends, making sandwiches, and watching the people go by. It really feels like more of a hobby. I don't think I've ever felt genuine dread in coming into work. Instead, I'm more like, yeah, I'm off to work. It's just something I do with my days. It's not only keeps me alive, but it makes me feel alive.
A friend of mine was just telling me, imagine if there was no Red Hen in Vermont, so many less people would have access to this kind of bread, because it goes all over Vermont. And so many people come to the bakery too, so it would be very different, right? Yeah, so to be part of that, I feel proud of that.
Happy 25th anniversary, Red Hen. Happy 25th anniversary to Red Hen.
Happy 25th birthday, Red Hen.
Happy 25th, Red Hen.
Happy 25th anniversary, Red Hen.
Happy 25th anniversary, Red Hen. You're the best.
Okay, this is some happy blues for the Red Hen.
was so good. Wait, one more time, one more time.
God, Sarah.